how are you?
Doing well. Just enjoying everything about this whole experience. I mean, coming to DVD, I know that it's kind of like it's a different era now, but it's fun because actually my daughter still watches DVDs in the back of the car. So this is cool watching Blue's Clues in the back of the car. That's cool.
Yes. So thank you so much for taking time to chat with us today. I have to say, I'm a huge fan.
Thank you.
Black Eyed Peas are as ingrained in my millennial self as Blue's Clues. I mean, I think we played Joints and Jams on repeat back in the day.
Wait.
Yes.
Joints and Jams.
Wait, not back in the day, Ashley. We still do. What are you talking about?
Okay, yeah. All right. But
wow.
Yes, so that's what I'm saying. Old school, back in the day.
You just made my day.
Oh.
Because honestly, it's like, okay, I get it. Where's the love? I get a feeling. I get that. I understand it. That's the pop sensation. But to say the sleeping on my mom's couch, Dollar in a Dream, Joints and Jams era, wow. Thank you. You had me at Joints and Jams. I appreciate on levels. Let's go.
Seriously though. I mean, you had me at Joints and Jams, so it's like
I love you guys already. Thank you so much. Thank you for being invested in the history before the success. That story. It's important for the world to know that before Where's the Love, before all that time period, we were struggling MCs that we loved. De La Soul and we still do. De La Soul, Tribe Called Quest. We came up on that era. So for that to be the kickoff statement is I love Joints and Jams. Thank you so much.
I feel like we need a whole separate interview just talk about music because now I'm
so in for that. Just let us know. We're here.
All right. I guess we should probably get on topic. All right. So again, iconic rapper, iconic Blue Dog. We got to know, how did you get involved with this project?
So my kids, basically my oldest son, Josh, is 30. He grew up on Steve. That's the era that he grew up on. And then I would say Jalen was in between the Josh De La Cruz and the Donovan or Joe era. So Blue's Clues has been synonymous with our household, let alone Nickelodeon, Nick Jr., and we're huge fans of the fact that we have a Filipino icon. Josh, we come from the Filipino backyard party scene. Apple Diap, my bandmate, is from the Philippines. So to have this amazing hero representing in this brand, this beautiful brand, and then for me to be part of this film along with him, to be able to be doing a scene with him, we became really good friends, and I'm so proud of what he represents to the communities, what he represents to young people. We need more faces like that. We need more voices that are from a mosaic of cultures that are represented on the big screen. I mean, to see that's kind of why I fell in love with this idea of being able to not only be a fan of Blue's Clues, but be a fan of Josh De La Cruz as an iconic figure as well.
Definitely. Yeah, my husband, we're a biracial family, so we're always here for diversity.
Yeah.
And seeing other kinds of people on TV other than just, although I do love Steve.
Yeah, I love Steve, but I love the idea of what Nickelodeon and Nick Jr. are doing by bringing other voices to the conversation from different walks of life, different genders, different, appreciations for people, and that's what I love about this whole journey. And that's why it's important to really be part of this journey, because I too come from that same space. Like Black Eyed Peas, we're a very eclectic group of brothers that are from different nationalities and different walks of life. So we came through it together because of music. And I think that's kind of what happened with Blue's Clues, is we came together because of the love of acting, storytelling, and the love to just inspire kids.
Definitely.
Which is perfect. I think that you sort of go to New York City in this movie because it's such a great place to experience that diversity, especially for families maybe that haven't had an opportunity to experience other cultures and whatnot. And in this movie, obviously, the whole thing is, you know, there's a musical element just like there is to
Mhm.
any Blues Clues episode, but you know, with your song, the That's My Song, and you know, lots of other Blues Clues magic. What is it like working on a film that mixes in that live action and animation?
It was challenging for me because I'm not a singer. I'm more of an MC, but it was fun because Steph, the the matriarch of the music space, she was like my music supervisor. Uh, she guided me. I was like, "Yo, I kind of don't like the way I sound." She's like, "No, no, don't worry about it. You're overthinking it." Because usually, Black Eyed Peas, we rap, right? Yeah, Will I Am, and we have melodic raps, but to be able to sing like uh it was challenging, it was fun. And then I'm singing with Josh, so it was kind of like, okay, this is a different foundation and different connection, but we connected really well. And what I love the most is the time and detail that we spent going after each frame of that performance. We did so many different variations where I'm like, we have like a break dancer or a b-boy breaking. We had one variation where I was actually dancing with a broken, a ripped ACL. I had ripped my ACL, so that's kind of why I didn't really dance in the movie. Usually I would be dancing because that's like my low hanging fruit, but I had ripped my ACL, so that's kind of why we had like the shot, which was a little bit just like a medium shot. So that was challenging too because I was in pain, but I still fought through the pain because I was so hyped and so adrenaline up because of this movie.
You definitely couldn't tell. I'm over here like he was dancing with a like busted ACL. Oh my God.
Yeah, yo, honestly, it just performing is kind of like the gift, and I really appreciate it even more now being a cancer survivor. When I battled cancer in 2014, I was laying in bed going through this crazy trauma and just saying, just give me a chance to perform one more chance, one more time, please. I just want to get on stage again. So every time I get an opportunity to perform, I'm like, yo, whatever, pain, soreness, tired, let's just go because I love this moment. And the same thing happened with Blues Clues. Like, I just love being in New York. I love the energy of the music, the people, the cast, the crew. Everybody was amazing.
Yeah. You mentioned your kids grew up on Blue.
Yeah.
So what did they think when you were like, yeah, guess what? Like my new thing, like I'm going to be in a Blues Clues movie.
So my boys are a little bit older. They're cooler now, teenage vibe, which is like, oh, that's cool, Dad. My daughter was like, oh my God, Blues Clues, Dad. So I'm a girl dad. I love my boys. Our connection is impeccable, but the connection I have with my one daughter, and she was the daughter that was born after I battled this horrible disease. So she's kind of like my miracle baby. So we have this crazy innate connection. So anything that I do, I'm like the ultimate amazingness, like whether it could be something big or something small, like fixing something in the backyard or that. To her it's like, oh my God, Dad, you put a nail in the whatever in the fruit basket or whatever. It's just, I'm just giving you something so silly, but to my daughter it's big, and so that makes me feel like I'm a superhero to her, and that really inspires me. So when I told her about Blues Clues, she was head over heels. She loved the movie. She loved my performance. She loved the fact that Josh actually sent her a video for her birthday saying, happy birthday. So I was a superhero for a while in my household. And then my cape came off when my wife walked in and said, wash the dishes. Just kidding. Just kidding.
You can leave the cape on, but you better wash the dishes.
Put an apron on. Oh man, I love it. No, I have fun. I love, I grew up with the matriarch system. I was brought up by my grandmother. I have so much respect for women and for the love that I have for my wife and my daughter. And just to be able to have that spark of inspiration and have Blues Clues be something that's not Black Eyed Peas driven, that is just something fun, and it's generational because my other kids grew up on it. It was a great way for us to come together and just appreciate that as part of, like, it's like a bucket list. Like I actually got to be part of Blues Clues, one of my favorite shows.
That's amazing. The daddy's girl thing killed me. Oh my goodness. So filming a music video obviously is like super fun in its own right, a lot of work, but um obviously like doing this in the park and whatnot must be like super magical. Did any of your kids get to like join you on set? Can you tell us anything fun that happened other than obviously dancing on a busted ACL?
Unfortunately, it was during the pandemic, so it was a little
Ah,
dark. It was dark, but it was fun
right.
because it was like everybody was masked up. You got to follow all this protocol. It was still that like uncertain time period. We're filming a movie, but life was still, the reality was it was still illuminating this pandemic, right? So yes, it was magical because once you would say action, the pandemic was gone and you were in Blue's Clues world. So thank God for that, and I credit everyone, the director, the cast, the crew, the execs, everybody made this a possible journey to escape from the reality of this pandemic. So the movie was perfect timing. Although I couldn't travel with my wife and my kids, I was there representing, and I was just proud that I could be with Josh, who's my good friend, and he was kind of like my family away from home.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for your time
Thank you.
today, Taboo. Oh my goodness,
Thank
this
you.
was
Appreciate
so
it.
much fun.
Thanks.
Yes. We
Thank
had a
you,
blast.
Ashley.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you.